I don't have this recording, so you're gonna have to send this one to me.
All right.
I'm hoping my computer will be done by the time we're done here.
All right. Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 324. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Corey Feinside.
Yo.
And Tony Korkanakis.
Hey.
Yes. Welcome, guys. I'm going to close my browser actually myself and see if my computer does well keeping up. And I'll use my phone to get my news. So,
there you go.
Yeah, we're going to give that a shot. Anyways, welcome listeners and viewers to Moviecast episode 324, post-Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Post-Christmas.
Yay. Happy New Year.
Well, not yet.
You might listen to it then.
But it's going to be the next year after this one. So.
Yeah.
Almost after.
Thank God. Get the fuck out of my life, 2016.
Yeah, 2016.
Giving you the fucking boot.
2016 has been a pretty shitty year.
Well, this is a Moviecast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not been terrible.
I guess I guess movies have been okay. Star Wars, Civil War, Doctor Strange. But then we had Batman v Superman.
Oh, we had Deadpool.
And we had Suicide Squad.
We had Deadpool.
There's
some good movies this year. By the way, guys, our viewers, listeners, our of the year won't be until probably January 16th. Yeah, because I
trying to wrap some stuff up.
I leave for vacation January 5th for 2 weeks, so.
Well, that too.
Yeah. So I will be missing podcasts, but completely off the grid. So yeah, look for it mid-January of the year. I don't think we'll do it the 2nd. I think that's too soon.
Yeah,
so
a little bit too soon. That would be next week.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we could do our movies. The game one, maybe we can do afterwards. We'll talk about it. But, anyways, so yeah, this is again 324. Let's just kick it off real quick. Instead of going to the box office, I wanted to talk about the Alien Covenant trailer that we just watched. We have like instant reactions essentially from Tony and myself.
Released on Christmas Day.
Yeah. So I didn't even realize it was going to be 2 minutes long. I thought it was just a teaser. But it's a pretty long teaser if it's a teaser, right? It's a full trailer?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what constitutes a full trailer and teaser. Like, now they have teasers for teasers and, like, trailers for trailers and teasers for trailer. Who knows?
It actually showed footage, so I would say it's a trailer.
It's a trailer. So, yeah, well, I gotta say, it does definitely feel a lot like Alien. Alien.
Promising.
It's promising. I mean, it's definitely not Prometheus. Like, Prometheus was a disappointment, I think, by
wait a minute,
majority of the people watching that.
Let's keep this like expectations, mild, because I think that we all liked Prometheus's trailer. Like, you were excited for Prometheus until you watched it.
Well, yes. Well, because I am a big
you're
Alien
excited
fan.
For this. But we haven't watched it yet.
No, I understand. Like, you can't judge stuff you haven't played or watched or seen or anything. But you can get excited.
I don't remember if I liked it or not. That's bad.
You don't remember is the key there. It's like, that's good if you don't remember.
I mean, was it just meh then? Like,
it was just stupid. There's a lot of like character development that didn't make sense and things happening for no reason.
This is the sequel, or is not?
No, I thought they were making like Prometheus 2.
Oh, is that
this is not Prometheus? I mean, this is Alien. It's got the Alien name.
Right, but are they making Prometheus 2?
No, this would be the Prometheus 2.
I thought they were going to make Prometheus 2. What the fuck was the point
continues, of it? I mean, because you have the thing that's kind of the same that ties these two movies together is the android from Prometheus.
Michael Fassbender's character is, he's in that.
He was in that?
Yeah. Remember I mentioned
I really don't remember this.
Like, they showed this
Idris Elba was in it and Charlize Theron was in it.
Alien particle thing in the trailer that looks like it was going into his ear, and I'm like, wait, he's an android. Does that really matter?
I think that was the captain. Not
okay, I thought it was him, but I only watched it once. So yeah, I gotta say
they kind of look the same.
I gotta say though, it looked pretty interesting. It definitely had some nice looks like it's gonna have some nice spaceship shock value, which makes it feel like Alien. I
mean, the thing that I have to give a lot of credit to that chick, she didn't open the door. I'm like, do not let that thing out. Whatever it is, like, quarantine that motherfucker.
Let me out.
And
nope. So people can learn in the movies.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's going to live on our conscience, but at the same time, for the better of everyone. Except that's not how.
Oh, you know it's getting out of that room.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Wouldn't be a movie without that.
Yep.
Someone's going to open that door. Someone's going to be the stupid one. Somebody.
Or it just breaks it down. Who knows? We don't know.
But yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. The other old movie news. Did you see that the Blade Runner sequel is going to be like the most expensive R-rated movie ever made?
No.
Yeah. Listen, I gotta say, like, I know there's people very excited for this movie, but I all signs point to this being a disaster. Then, like, if they're going for the highest budget R-rated movie, you just know it's going to underperform.
That's so weird because the guy that's directing it does, like, not that he does low budget movies or anything, but he does movies that are kind of under the radar, like Arrival and Prisoners weren't like huge big blockbusters.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's weird that he's going from that to this ginormous. I mean, what does that even mean? The biggest R-rated budget ever? Like,
yeah, we don't even know what in scale. I mean, that's not much. So you can't tell me the R-rated movies get a huge budget as it is because you're not expecting them to do that.
The highest that I can think of would probably be The Matrix, I guess.
Yeah, I forgot that was rated R, but yeah.
Like the sequels, obviously not the first one.
The sequels probably have the record. So, all right, what else we have? Let's go to the box office. Of course, at number one was Rogue One again, having a great weekend. Very good, very, very, very good.
Yeah, like you mentioned on Slack, it's on pace for $1 billion. I honestly I didn't think that was going to happen.
My numbers originally were from yesterday, at 400 million. Oh, before the break. I'm sorry, it was before Christmas break. That was the 23rd, and then as of today, it's now at 500 million, and like 1 billion
no
is
end
all
in
but
sight.
1 billion is all but certain at this point, with China still opening on January 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and that's huge.
Yeah, with Donnie Yen in there.
Yen.
Yeah. So I it's gonna do very well in China. It's just a matter of where in the billion range it goes to. So I'm pretty happy.
Yeah,
I saw it again.
It held really well.
Yeah, I saw it again, and I have to say that the theater was jam-packed. Every seat was sold out Thursday night last week.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it is the reservation theater, so that might help, because like people can just go
they
whenever
have less
want.
seats.
Yeah, they have less seats. They also, like, the assigned seat thing is nicer. You know, you can go there and just grab your seat at 7:20 by the time the movie starts. It is 25 minutes of trailers. I timed them this time because I wasn't really paying attention. I was on my phone. I think I was talking to you, Corey. I think I was talking to you, Corey, and you guys on Slack. I was like posting that there's a ton of people in here while the trailers are going. So I don't know.
You're such a dick.
Yeah, no, because of the high seats, it's very closed off. Like nobody can. The only ones I was annoying probably was Lisa and Matt. So
how'd they like it?
They liked it. They liked it a lot. They said it was really good.
That's the first time they saw it?
Yeah, first time. And her cousin went with us, and Lisa's cousin went, and he's a Star Wars fan. He liked it. I don't know. The second time through was even better for me. Like, I noticed so much that I missed because I was trying to take it all in the first time. This time around, you can pick up on a lot more of the Rebels plugs that they had. I mean, the Rebel stuff was in there throughout. The ship was actually in there twice, actually. Once in the beginning when they get to Yavin on the moon, and then in the space battle. So it was actually in there, and then you have Chopper. Chopper, I believe, was actually in there twice, as well. So I know the one sequence everybody says I saw him, but I swear I saw him earlier in the movie when I was like there was a droid going around in the base there. So I don't know. It's cool to see it again. But I'm glad it's number one. So that was at 64.5 million. Sing was number 2 at 33.
The kids movie.
Okay.
It's from the Minion people.
Okay. Passengers, Assassin's Creed opened at 10.4, which we're all not shocked by. I mean, yeah. And then why him is your top 5?
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, it's a video game movie.
Yeah, that's great. Why Assassin's Creed?
Yeah. I mean, getting 19% on Rotten right now. 19%. That's, I guess above average for video game movies, right?
Yeah, I'd say So it's like Suicide Squad range, I guess.
Like, here's the problem. Here's one of the reviewers right here. Let me just take an excerpt. Assassin's Creed mistakenly assumes
I'll
that
be right back, guys.
Okay. Assassin's Creed mistakenly assumes that the plot is the most important element of its source material. Actually, it's the least. See, here's the problem. Because you know if they made a mindless action movie, that's all people would complain about. I think it's like video game movies are just damned if they do and damned if they don't right now. I don't know. I mean, look, I'm not saying it looked good to begin with. I'm just saying that that's being a little bit too critical of it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just think that franchise is just
Oh yeah. We've
dead anyway.
The only one on this podcast that liked that franchise was Mike. He's not on right now, so there's no defense of that right now.
I have high hopes for a video game movie one day becoming good or decent. I think that there's great material out there. It's just how do people, portray that on screen? And I thought Assassin's Creed had a chance because it was interesting, that first game, and the twist of, spoiler alert for 10 years or whatever it's been, but him actually not being in that time and using the animus to go back in time. I think that's a pretty neat mechanic, and it could have worked on a on the big screen, but from what we hear, it's not. So
yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yep. Let's see what else we have. I feel like there's not much this week with news, unfortunately, but we have Fuller House launched on Netflix season 2, and it already got picked up for season 3.
Damn.
So
I think it must be doing really good in the ratings.
there's nostalgia.
Those Tanners, man.
There's nostalgia for it, and apparently there's a lot more throwbacks to the original series in this season. So
does Stephanie
I thought
Tanner
the whole
still?
first season
And
was like throwback to the
No, I know.
Does
but Stephanie Tanner's still really attractive. So...
No, it's DJ, right? Or is
No,
it Stephanie?
Stephanie.
It's about
Stephanie.
DJ. DJ is the
It's
the
still
new.
about her. I just said Stephanie Tanner.
But Stephanie is the DJ.
Yes, she's
Yes.
DJ Tanner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You stole my name. That shit.
Yep. DJ Tanner.
Is she
yeah.
still dressing like?
Yep.
I still remember watching that first episode, and being like,
They're putting out new. It's like a kids
yeah.
show. Yep. It's a family
Yeah.
show. So yeah, I think she still is. I haven't watched this season. I really don't have any desire at the moment until I get caught up. I'm gonna watch Westworld, the rest of Westworld first, and then I have to play a billion video games. So that's kind of my
A lot come up. Yeah.
That is my priority. I feel bad. I'm breaking into a random story. I told Happel and Casey that I played Gears with them, and I'm like, wait, I can't replay Gears. I just don't have time.
you
for
just
this.
played. Gears,
I just don't
dude.
have time for this. Well, I thought it would be fun because last time I played with them, I destroyed. I'm terrible at it with them. They play it on hardest, and I run through it. But we just did it on the hardest difficulty. I actually think I would help them. But
the hardest you can. I think there's
first time
one
through.
more.
The first time through, the hardest you can. So I don't know. I can't do it though. I can't. I have too much to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm playing that, but we'll get into that later. So we have some Planet Hulk news. This is weird doing it from my phone, but I can see my computer's keeping up much better without the browser open. So Planet Hulk has a main setting, Sakaar, I believe it is, from the comic books and the movie that we watched. The animated movie, that is, which was a great animated movie. If you haven't seen it, I still like that. But that planet is in Ragnarok as one of the. It's in that.
Well, he's got the armor.
Yep.
You're gonna see
We're getting Planet Hulk. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Gladiator Hulk. It's going to be interesting why and how they incorporate that into the story. Because, I would have liked it to have been the individual, not involve Thor. Because if it's a Thor film, you're really not going to put too much effort and time into Hulk because the movie's titled Thor.
Yeah, it is titled Thor, and I think he's going to come across Hulk there at the planet. That's my theory. So I think he becomes the. I believe he becomes that the other Thor guy that shows up.
Oh, Billy Ray.
Billy Ray. Yeah, I think he's the Billy
Beta Ray?
In their comic.
Beta Ray. Thank you.
Beta Ray. That's it. Beta Ray. But in the comic, it's actually Silver Surfer.
Oh, okay.
It's not either of those guys, but he was there first, so it'll be interesting to see if Hulk sees him there before and or whatever. They are together, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I think that think that this movie will probably be better than the second one because that's my least favorite Marvel movie that they've done.
I think they even said that they're like trying to overcome that stigma.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a pretty boring.
know.
If you go back and watch Thor 1, even though, that was pretty boring. It just has the charm still that the Thor 2 didn't even have. Like, it still has the charm, but it's actually a pretty boring movie. I just rewatched them, you know? So.
Yeah, it's just nothing really significant happens in there, and the enemies aren't very interesting. But, I mean, if you got Thor and Hulk, I mean, they do make a pretty good combo. So, we'll see. Hopefully they, can do well in this one. I'm excited for it, because I love Planet Hulk, so.
Yeah. Let's see. Lastly on the news, we've got Saw Gerra from... originally from Clone Wars, but you may have just seen him in Rogue One, will now be appearing in Rebels. Which I don't know if we reported it last week, but I know it came out like right at the end of our podcast, essentially. Mm-hmm. So, Forrest Whitaker will be voicing the character in Rebels.
Oh.
So, that's good news. I don't know. I'm psyched to have that crossover. Yeah.
His voice was weird.
Well, he was supposed to be an older man at that point, but earlier on he was fine.
Yeah, in Clone Wars.
I don't know how I feel about this season of Rebels.
Yeah, me too. It lost the... Here's the problem with this.
Most of the episodes in Rebels, all the seasons, most of them are not very good.
Yeah, you just
There's a few story arcs that when those episodes hit are very good. But most of the episodes in Rebels are just mediocre. And it's not as good a show as Clone Wars. It's just there's a few episodes that are obviously must watch.
Yeah.
But...
And I think
overall, I'm not a big fan of it.
I think it gets enhanced now. I want to watch it more so because of Rogue One. But
I really thought they were going to go darker this season. With the trailers we saw.
They started out darker. Like Ezra, totally just shoved the stormtrooper off the fucking ledge.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is like, it looked like they're going to have him become like, tiptoeing the dark side a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I don't know.
Maybe this will be the last season of the show. I just want a better show.
All right. Why don't you just give us what we all want? Ahsoka. The show about Ahsoka. Like, that's it. I'd be fine with this.
Apparently, we're going to see her in some form this season.
She better not be dead.
And, well, that's the thing. They're like, you're going to see her, but it might not be in the way you expect. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
I don't know, but she better not be dead. One of the best characters they've created. Or they haven't, but they've stolen. Seriously, the episodes this season...
Rebels? Or...
Yeah, Rebels. They've stolen for their seasons. Because season 2 was... I thought season 2 was so good because of the Jedi and the dark side and that whole aspect of the show was better because of that. I mean, even Rogue One, I thought was elevated more when you had the dark side elements into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, I mean, Jedi are a huge part of the universe. Yeah, they're mostly dead at this point, but they're a huge part of it. So,
I don't know. Darth Maul I hate him so much now. Like, he talks so fucking much. I'm like, dude, you barely said anything in the first movie, and now you just won't shut the fuck up. Even though you died a couple times.
What happens when you get cut in half, Tony? It's like you realize.
Get over it. Get over it.
I think. By the way, getting into we can get into what you've been up to. I started reading the Darth Vader comic on your recommendation, Tony.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a cool idea. Like, the Emperor basically almost doesn't exile him, but basically like Vader's like, shit, he's pissed. I'm gonna find out my own way. I'm gonna start doing my own stuff. Like he kind of starts getting his own plot together, just in case, like an oh shit thing. I thought it was cool.
It gives context to what you were saying, Tony, with the we can rule the galaxy.
Yes, it really does. He keeps the fact that there's the kid, the pilot that destroyed the Death Star from the Emperor on purpose at first. I think it's really cool. I'm very happy with it so far. It's on Marvel Unlimited, so I'm actually probably gonna up that for a year for $60 just to kind of read through some of these older. And Iron Fist I still want to read. So as I get closer to March, I'm gonna want to read those like crazy. So. All right. More into what we've been up to, guys. I think we're good with news. Unless you guys got any other news?
I don't know.
All right.
It's slow.
Slow,
Time of the
slow
year.
week. It's the end of the year. We're supposed to be doing our of the year stuff, and yet we can't. So, well, like I
Mike's
said,
not here.
we might do our movie of the year on Monday the 2nd. I can see us doing that because we've all seen the movies we want to watch. I think we're ready to go for that. So, the game one we'd like to give a little more time to give us some time to actually finish some extra games to see. We don't get these games early like journalists do. So, But anyways, so getting what we've been up to, what we've been watching, Corey.
Let's see. Did I mention on the podcast I watched Magnificent Seven?
No, I got that though. How is it?
It's a little. The thing is, I like Denzel Washington. He's awesome. I just watched Westworld, so I'm in this whole Western mode here, and it's a good movie. But then it ends, and you're like, what? So then, just like, but you'll see it if you watch it. And so what that made me do is want to watch the original of that Magnificent Seven, which then in turn made me want to watch 13 Assassins, because that is a great film.
You didn't want to go to Seven Samurai?
Based on Seven Samurai.
Huh.
No, because I wanted something that wasn't directly that, because I just watched Magnificent Seven and the original Magnificent Seven, and then so I was like, I want to see 13 Assassins, which is like the best take on that story, I think.
Yeah, 13 Assassins is good.
I think I've seen that one, if I remember right. I think I've watched that one.
I mean, I've seen it before. It's just like, I want to see a good version of this story, and I think that's really well done, and just like execution-wise, fight scenes, everything, sword fighting and all that. It's great.
I just
went through those.
I actually picked that up, Magnificent Seven, on 4K, because at Target they had a nice sale. It was like for one day, it was like 25% off all movies. And then there was like a 10% off coupon on and then my 5% off for my Target card. So it was like I got the movie for like $17, the 4K version of it. So I'm like, I got that.
No, there you go.
Yeah.
Getting ready.
But to tell the story like more, this is the craziest story. Like, I get there, I buy the movie. I was kind of in a rush because I didn't want it was like Christmas Eve, and I just wanted to get the hell out of there. It was crazy. So
I'm sure that's what the Target employees were thinking too.
Yeah. So I went in there, grabbed it, got the hell out of there, got home, and lo and behold, the movie was opened.
You didn't check that before you left? Like, how do you not pick that up and be like,
because it's in a sleeve. So it was open.
Okay, all right, that's a bit more.
Yeah, so I couldn't tell from the top even here it's shiny.
Yeah, okay, all right, that's fine.
Yeah. So the worst part about this though, the discs were in it, but the
digital codes were gone.
Digital code, which was moved to the back of the box, it was on the front obviously. They moved it right to the middle of the back. Is gone. So I was like, shit. So I drove back on my way up to my brother's for Christmas Eve, and I said, guys, this is gonna sound crazy, but there's no digital code. So he's like, okay, well, go on up and get another one. It's fine. I believe you. So I'm like, okay, great. So I went all the way to the movie section.
And they're sold out.
No, they had 3 that were there still. All of them were open, and all of them were missing the digital code. Yeah.
So what'd you do?
So I walked back with all of them. I said, look, all of these are open. He's like, oh, my God. So he had to call the manager over. I was like, I stumbled upon some plot in their store.
I wonder if any other movies had their codes still.
I don't know, but the guy's like, he's like, oh shit, now I gotta pay attention to digital codes. This is great. He's like, I got enough going on today. And he starts like rambling to me, and he's like, so he goes over and he opens a Blu-ray copy and he gives me the digital code from that, and he's like, here, it's the same thing, because you don't get the HD version of it on the digital code anyway. Sure. The Ultra HD one. So I was like, yeah, that's cool.
It turned out the happy ending for you.
It was fine for me, but I feel bad for the store.
Those Target employees
I uncovered a massive plot of deception. But anyways,
we need to get internal affairs in this mofo here.
If there's like
inside job.
If IA's listening, their loss prevention from Target's listening to this podcast right now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw that store under the bus, but there's a problem there. Yeah. So anyways, Corey, go on. What you've been up to watching?
So watch those films, and 13 Assassins is still the best version of that story in my opinion. Like I said, this is the weird. I have to talk to you about the ending of it. I'll
probably watch it. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. I was gonna play a little Final Fantasy, but maybe I'll just watch this because I haven't watched much recently. So I've been trying to get through games.
Yeah, it's not a bad version of this story. It's just
the cast is really good.
It could have been.
I like the cast.
Yeah. well, in any case, and then I watched this movie because Sonia picked it out. She was like, I want to start something scary, and we just picked this random movie called Morgan.
Okay.
And it's got Kate Mara in it and Rose Leslie. I was like, all right, it's not bad.
Yeah.
And it's about this chick called Morgan who's basically an AI android, and just like Kate Mara is a threat risk assessment person who comes into because there was an accident, and so she's got to assess the situation, and then shit goes down and everything goes to hell, obviously. But it was something I was like, this looks kind of dumb, but then I was like, that's kind of interesting. And then you're like, something happens, you're like, oh, that's the twist. I was like, I don't know if I like it now.
Was it predictable twist? Was that?
Was Morgan the bad guy?
Well, Morgan's the bad guy. That's not the twist.
Oh, okay. But
and Morgan's a chick, android chick, whatever. But
does she have android sex with humans?
No. There's no sexual stuff in this one, but it's there's a point where you're like, wait a minute, something's not right here, and then you're like, that's the twist. So,
but not a good twist.
Are you ever gonna watch this film?
No,
I'll spoil it right now.
I personally don't care.
So Kate Mara, you know who Kate Mara is, right?
Yeah.
She's she plays a risk assessment person, and she seems very cold during the whole movie, and then you find out that she's also an android. Well, they're both android, and she was basically there to assess the situation and see if she's a viable weapon.
Oh. Okay.
So she takes out everybody. She basically takes everyone out at the end.
Okay.
But the whole time she's trying to be friendly and trying to not friendly, but trying to let people realize that this thing is probably not gonna survive, this android, and it needs to be terminated because it goes haywire and has too many emotions. And it was like I was saying, it's interesting in the beginning. It kind of reminded me of a psychological thriller type of thing, but then the twist happens, I'll just don't.
All right.
So you wouldn't recommend it then?
Yeah, no. You could probably, I'd say Ex Machina is better.
Yeah, I want to watch that still. I keep having it queued up because I think I should watch that one. But anyways, anything else?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, Tony,
worth listening.
Let's see. Still watching Dragon Ball Super. Apparently the next arc is going to be really cool because more of the original cast members are coming back. They actually showed a promotional image, and it shows, obviously Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo. It shows Gohan in his mystic form from the Buu saga. Because up until now he's been dweeby,
he's been
Earthling, Dad Gohan.
Father Gohan, yeah.
Yeah. We see Krillin. We see Android 18. And Android 17 is coming back, so it's what's going on? So it seems like it could have some potential going there, So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I got my sister and brother-in-law a Fire TV stick.
Cool. And
I had Buddha hack it for me because he just recently did his. So I was like, hey, if you just want to do this, that way I don't have to fiddle around with it, whatnot, So he gave it to me. He's like, hey, just, you might want to check this out first so you know how to show it to them. I was like, all right, that's cool. So I hooked it up to my TV and I turned it on. Go into this application called Kodi and just let's see what the most popular movies are right now. It's Star Wars, Rogue One. I was like, well, okay, all right, I'll just boot this up and see how it is. Quality was meh. It was probably 480p maybe, something like that. But it's free, It was watchable, I personally wouldn't watch it like that because I care about Star Wars, but for a movie that I didn't care about, I'd probably suffer through that, But then just, for whatever reason, I was like, oh, let me check an older movie, just see how the quality is. So I put on A New Hope. Excellent quality, at the very least, Netflix quality. So I'm like, damn, this thing is pretty cool. A couple people at work have it, and I'm just like, think I gotta get myself one of these now too, kind of thing. So I might be picking up one of those for myself. And it's as luck would have it, my brother actually bought one for himself. And once he found out, he saw me doing it, he's like, "What?" He's like, "You're gonna have to hack mine then too." I was like, "All right, I guess so." Just gonna have Buddha teach me that way I can do his. Other than that, not
starting a side business here, Tony. What's good?
Not a side business, but Maybe we'll see. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the only things I really want to see from this year are like Moana and Finding Dory. But
Yeah.
you know, not a rush.
I'm not in a rush to see Finding Dory because I heard it's exactly. We've already
Oh,
seen
I did
it.
watch Finding Dory actually.
This
I
week?
forgot about that
Okay.
one.
Fuck you. This is my time, Corey.
How
No, I'm just kidding.
how did you do?
How was
How is it just like Finding
I
Nemo?
mean,
We've already seen it.
It's very similar, obviously.
That's what I
but
hear.
the focus is on Dory and everything. But as a father and a parent, it definitely hits the feels a lot harder. The Dory story, the Dory story,
The Dory story.
the Finding the Nemo story,
The Dory story.
the Dory story. I mean, the theme of it, just one's you lose your kid, the other one's you lose your parents. It's like that just hits a little harder, I think.
Yeah.
So I definitely was emotional, but as far as having seen that before, yes, we've seen that before.
Yeah, I just basically watched a bunch of my normal Christmas shows. Miracle on 34th Street, A Christmas Story, all that classic stuff I always watch. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. They're all the normal things.
Sonia loves crappy Christmas movies. She goes to
like the
Hulu
Hallmark
and-
Channel stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she puts them on all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
so I
grandparents
think-
watch them all the time, so I get you. But I basically
the,
watched
the
that.
Dean Cain ones. Like if Dean Cain's starring in it or some old television star.
Yeah.
It's a bit like, what is this movie?
Yeah. So other than that, not much. I did watch The Truman Show, but the biggest thing I just watched Truman Show because I was like, I'm going to put something on because I can kind of go to sleep, and then I ended up watching. I'm like, I haven't seen this in so long. This is a great movie. I really enjoy that movie, but
Jim Carrey in his heyday.
yeah. But anyways, I got a Kindle Fire 8 HD8, and I'm very disappointed in it.
I thought you said you were
Not
liking it.
surprised.
No. The App Store is so limited, and you can't get Google Play on there easily. There's no root for it yet. I thought his Android is open. I thought you can just kind of do things with it.
Wait, I thought Buddha had his hacked.
The newest version? That's the problem. I have the newest version. Last year's is hacked.
Oh.
But they didn't get a root for this one yet, and I've been looking for it, and so I get basically I get ESPN is not on Amazon App Store, the ESPN fantasy app for football. It's not there. That's a basic app in my opinion, right? That should be on everything. And then DraftKings, another thing I like to do in my free time, not on there. The Marvel Unlimited app. The reason I'm getting this thing doesn't exist in the Amazon App Store. They want you to get a Comixology because that's what they own. So I ended up finding a way to get the Play Store on the machine without rooting it, and I got Marvel Unlimited installed, but then everything broke, and I had to uninstall. I can leave the app on there, but anytime I want to add something from the Play Store, I basically have to do all of the steps I did, install that one app. It breaks everything I just did. I have to uninstall it, reinstall it. So I've gotten 5 apps on there that I actually want to use. It's a real headache and a half. So it's just
How much was it?
It was $80.
Oh, that's more than I thought.
Yeah, it was. It was $69.99. I think it was $70. I'm sorry, I think it was $70. So, but yeah, it's good. It's a nice little looking device. It's just I'm very disappointed in its app store and layout. I think the layout's shit. So I don't know. That's my full review. I've been reading Darth Vader on it, so I can read my comics now because at least I got the unlimited app installed. But I'm very disappointed that Amazon doesn't offer a larger app store after how many years have they had this now? This has been 5 years, 6 years now, right?
Yeah. Wow.
I'm very disappointed.
That's the thing with Android, though, is they can kind of dress it up the way they want.
Well, sure, but give me the original. Give me Google Play. Google Play is the biggest store. That's what you want to be on. Give me the option. I thought I'd have that
that's
option.
why this is so
with Android.
cheap. Is they don't have that stuff on there.
Yeah, I'm just bummed about that. So
They'll be rootable soon.
I'll find it. Yeah, I'll keep looking. But anyways, listeners, viewers, if you have a way to root that, you can send it to our email. Let me know. podcast@allycangeek.net. You can follow us on Twitter, AllYouCanGeek. I think that's going to wrap up our episode, right? I think we're good. Yeah. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're not already doing so. You get updates when we post the newest episodes. Tune in to our episode next week and our Gamescast coming up. Thanks for listening and viewing.
Bye.